Number 10, Julia Roberts.
Her smile.
In Pretty Woman, we see her dressed as a hooker, obviously trying to be sexual, but then we also see her transform in that movie to someone that's more unassuming and covered up, and she still brings sex appeal to that role.
Julia Roberts kind of ruined it for a lot of women. We all think that if we wear really trashy boots, we're gonna meet a millionaire.
She's good people, so what you see is what you get.
Just a totally magnetic personality and a beautiful, beautiful woman and a smart woman.
Number 9, Michelle Pfeiffer.
When I think about Michelle Pfeiffer, I think about a bottle of wine. Bottle of wine gets better with age. Michelle Pfeiffer gets more beautiful with age. This woman is ultimate elegance.
In Batman Returns, she straddles Batman on the ground and licks his face. I don't care what you say, that's a hot comment.
Michelle Pfeiffer and the Fabulous Baker Boys reinvented the piano. She did things on a piano that made people swoon, made people embarrassed, and for that, I will always want a piano in my house.
She is a woman. She's all class, and that's what makes her so attractive.
Number 8, Charlize Theron. The former fashion model isn't afraid to play a character with a dark side. But when it does come time to sex it up, this glam goddess is one of the greatest.
She has like this blonde voluptuousness to her sexuality that just is warm and beautiful. But at the same time, I loved her in Aeon Flux. She was so sexy, black-clad, slithery, saving the world.
She always has the body and the look, and she's the perfect icon for a Hollywood starlet.
Number 7, Raquel Welch.
Raquel Welch is the quintessential 1960s pinup. She emerged from the ocean in 1 million years BC in that very, very skimpy bikini, and from that day forward, her career was made. Raquel Welch, sex symbol.
She helped me through puberty, and it consisted of her poster in my room as a 12-year-old.
Raquel Welch caught me in my pubescence. Okay, so here is a teenage guy, defenseless, just looking up at the screen at this woman who just is a freight train of body.
She always wore these unique outfits that showed off the curves of her body and the voluptuousness of her body, and people could not equate the fact that she was also a very bright person.
I have always felt that because I was a sex symbol, I was being treated something like an ex-con, you know, that I could be let out on parole, but you never knew when I was going to goof up a little and have to come in and slap me around again.
Number 6, Ava Gardner. Beginning in the 1940s, Ava graced the screen with a classic beauty that has stood the test of time.
Ava Gardner took your breath away. She was so beautiful. She was like a Venus. She was like a marble statue of some gorgeous woman that had been created by Michelangelo.
A timeless beauty that will transcend throughout any decade. She really is a beauty.
Number 5, Halle Berry.
Really?
Really?
You looked at her and you said, okay, movie star. She's beautiful.
She's amazing, her body, her face, and she's so sweet.
I think that I've seen a lot of people, been a few places, and she's beautiful.
Even in a movie like Catwoman, which by all accounts is not a great movie, she still looks sexy.
Nowadays, the Academy Award winner has a new definition for sexy.
You know, just feeling good about myself. Motherhood has made me feel really sexy, believe it or not.
She is so beautiful. She has perfect skin. She has a perfect chest, a perfect body. She's just flawless.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Number 4, Elizabeth Taylor.
Nobody was more beautiful than Elizabeth Taylor.
Elizabeth Taylor was just absolutely gorgeous from the moment she was on screen as a teenager. And then her beauty just grew.
She had these velvety violet eyes that when she looked at you, you just melt.
On the big screen, Taylor sizzled as the seductress Maggie the Cat.
Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, just everything was always just so heightened by her intensity and her eyes, just wow.
Number 3, Sophia Loren.
Does anything ever come together as magical as that woman's cheekbones, her mouth, and her eyes? in her body.
Is there anything to explain about that? No. I just think she's fantastic. She's just amazing.
The Italian knockout moved to Hollywood during the mid-50s and has wowed us all ever since.
Not only is she a great actress, but she's one of the most beautiful women in the world, and she remains that way.
She's just conveying sex on the screen, and she will never be equaled.
Number 2, Angelina Jolie. When it comes to modern-day marvels, Angelina tops the list. The smoldering temptress is not only an Oscar winner, a humanitarian, and a mother. She also was graced with heart-stopping good looks and a sex appeal that brings men to their knees.
She has these gorgeous cat-like eyes, beautiful little nose, amazing bone structure, jawline, hair, body. I could talk about Angelina Jolie all day long.
She's got long flowing hair, huge lips that women are paying their plastic surgeons millions of dollars to duplicate, a perfect body, naked clothes, anything looks good on her.
Angelina Jolie is hot because of the lips.
And it's her tough girl image and femme fatale roles that helped skyrocket her sexiness to colossal proportions.
She has a certain level of sexuality that's a smoldering thing, and it's completely intimidating, you know, and I love her tattoos.
Angelina Jolie is also really sexy because she had a sort of checkered past. She was this bad girl, she was dark.
She can wield a gun sexier than anybody I've ever seen.
And our number 1 sexiest woman in film of all time, Marilyn Monroe.
I mean, hello, Marilyn Monroe has to be number 1 because she is the sexiest movie star of all time.
It's no surprise. The Platinum Blonde is the most iconic starlet in Hollywood history. Marilyn's voluptuous body and white-hot sensuality set the standard on sexuality.
First of all, that blonde bombshell, but she had that soft voice, comedic timing, and I can just see how she just transfixed the nation. And how do you get better than Marilyn Monroe?
Making her number 1 makes perfect sense. This is a woman who's been a sex symbol for decades. During her life, after her death,
she was America's sex symbol, and yet she was so vulnerable and so flawed.
The mystery surrounding her untimely death, I think that also adds to her mystique and allure and sex appeal, that she had this troubled aspect to her personality. She just wasn't this perky blonde.
I think if you look at Marilyn Monroe and what made her sexy to us, is she was kind of like this lilting flower, if you will, that they had to be taken care of. And I think at the end of the day, guys do like to take care of a woman.
Actresses nowadays just cannot compete with that level of sexiness. And the fact that she died so young, we never got to see her age, so she'll forever be sexy in our minds. She'll forever be in our 30s.
That's it for our scorching hot countdown. Thanks for watching Film's Sexiest Women of All Time on TV Guide Network.